What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo, celebrating the red, white, and blue 52, 52nd annual Sun and Fun fly-in. This is Wednesday. It's the second day of the air show. It's already pretty full, and it's still filling up. The air show doesn't start until 5. So we're going to see what it's like going in. Plenty of people. Alright, if you guys are coming this year, make sure you bring a hat, some sunscreen, and some comfortable walking shoes, because you are going to be walking all day. So far, I think I've walked about a quarter of a mile, and I'm not even at the entrance yet. So we got a bunch more gear that we have to bring in later, but I'm not going to tote it all around now. It's got a wagon, a power station, tripods, monitors, just a whole bunch of gear. And I don't want to drag it around all day while we go look at stuff, so it's in the car for now. I'll grab it later when we get ready to go film the actual air show. But for now, we're just gonna walk around and look at things. See who's here this year, who was here last year. If you guys don't know, the F-22 Raptor demo team is here this year. I don't think they've been here since 2021, I think, was the last time they were here. That's the landing strip for all the light aircraft. Stall planes, ultralights, gyro choppers. Which is odd because there has been a steady stream of them coming and going, flying the pattern all morning. It looks like now they're taking a break. There's a whole lot of red, white, and blue. Alright, when you come in, you can redeem your tickets on either side. And you also purchase tickets if you didn't already. If you plan on coming on Saturday and you don't already have your tickets, I'd be very quick to get on the website. I believe Saturday preferred seating sold out like a week ago. So if that's what you were looking for, it's probably gone. Hello. All right, now let's do our tickets. Simple QR. Yes, ma'am.
And then would you like help putting your wristband on today?
Oh, please. Yes, please. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. All right, so just that easy. Walk up, scan your QR code, get your wristband, and then you can enter on either side over here of this. There's an entrance over here, an entrance over here. Plenty of people out here today. See, now they're all landing. And like most events, man, where you can bring your scooter or whatever to get around, not here. You're not allowed. If you want to rent a handicap scooter, you can. Morning. And just like that, now you're inside. Let's take a look around. We're still quite a ways away from the runway, guys. Like quite a way. We got one more QR code to scan. Now this year we didn't apply for media, even though they approved us last year. There wasn't really anything that came with that other than you could park in the media lot. You had access to the media tent. Uh, they had a media shuttle that could run you back and forth. And it gave you free admission and parking. And since we already pay for tickets to every event that we get mediated for, uh, just to support the event, the track, wherever it is we're at, I didn't see any point in submitting a media request for a lanyard. I mean, it didn't get you. It didn't get you to the performer aircraft. You couldn't go out there. It was still restricted. It wouldn't get you on the other side of the fence to film. It really didn't do anything other than give you free admission. So this year we didn't even apply. I mean, I'm sure they would have gave it to us. I mean, but I didn't see the point. I mean, I can go wherever I could go with it without it. I don't need the media tent. We have preferred seating, so we get free bottled water all day, which is awesome, by the way. If you ever thought about getting it, definitely do. If you missed out this year, grab it next year. Because man, I know it doesn't sound like much, free bottled water. Man, it is hot out here. Not only is it hot out here, but you're going to get dehydrated, right? And could you imagine buying bottled water all day? Hey, look. I didn't know they were arriving today. If I'd known they were arriving today, I would have got here a little earlier. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still not lugging in all that equipment right now. And at this point, it's like a mile walk back to the car. So we'll do it later. I'll go grab everything and bring it in and set up. Now they're probably not gonna let me set up in preferred, right? Which I figured as much. But still, what is it, $45 for preferred seating? So not only is it guaranteed seating up front on the flight line, right? It's also free bottled water all day. And while they encourage you to bring water, I'm not I'm not carrying around a case of water all day. So free ice cold water all day. Uh, we'll show it to you when we get up there. The preferred seating area. Now they've moved it almost well, the last let's be honest, the last couple years it's been in the same place. But it used to be right next to the 927 Club, right? Which is Show Center, right? So it was a great deal to have those seats, the water, everything right there at Show Center. And then they moved it. They moved it all the way down to where they have preferred photo seating now. And preferred photo seating is basically just like preferred seating, but they don't put any chairs in there, so you can set up tripods or whatever. But I tried that last year, and it got pretty crowded. It got pretty crowded, and it wasn't really worth it. I ended up in preferred photo seating Saturday, and you really can't set up there either. Oh, naval aviators. Yeah, but I ended up in preferred photo seating on Saturday, anyways, and that wasn't that great either. So we're gonna find out here. All right, the first walkway of Vendor Row. You got souvenirs. You got the pilot store. Which there's a lot of cool stuff through here, man. If you take the time, you stop, you get chatting with these people. A lot of aircraft on display. And I left my other mic in the car charging, so not really gonna be able to do a lot of interviewing people. But where is it? Oh, the Carbon Cup. Look at this plane. Look how happy this plane is to be here. All smiles. All right, now that gets us in here. Now I'm gonna show you guys where preferred photo seating or preferred photo seating. Uh, so if you guys haven't been here and you're wanting to come, thinking about coming, don't know what you want, uh, we're gonna show you what the options are, and if you do end up showing up, uh, I'm gonna tell you it's definitely worth it to pay for the preferred seating. If for nothing else, is that you have seating. Usually there's food vendors, uh, beverage vendors, including alcoholic beverages if you're of age, and they're connected to the preferred seating, so you don't even have to leave preferred seating. They also have bathrooms connected, so basically you could spend the whole day in here and not have to go anywhere. So this is preferred air show seating at Sun and Fun. You have vendors here, right? But you see they're on the other side of the fence. Now they do serve people outside, which can get a little hectic. Let's see, you have your own vendors inside, preferred seating, tables. Let's go in. Let's go in and take a look. Ooh. Hello.
We got a barcode. Okay, hold on one second. Let me switch to the barcode screen. Uh-oh. See, it did it again.
Uh-oh.
No, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. You know these things. Okay, let's see. We have one for today, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and she's going to give you a band.
All right.
Give you a band.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
All right, enjoy.
All right, now let's go ahead and take a look around. How you doing? Oh, shit. Too tall. All right. Now this, they give you free bottled water here. And now you can see how you have your own vendor. They got way more shade this year. They got way more shaded spots this year. How you doing? Alcohol, food. You don't really have to leave here if you don't want to. But why would you want to sit here all day when you could go look at everything that's out there? So this is the food line, by the way, I'm walking through. And then you can get any of the you sit anywhere in here. This is why the number of tickets is limited. But like I said, it used to be at Show Center.
Good morning, sun and fun.
Oh,
Red,
Lord.
white, and blue 52, and we are in the flyby showcase. The next aircraft has just taken off. He's just on the backside coming around the airbox. And when you see him, this is one of only 2 aircraft in the world of this type and model flying. What you're going to see today is a typical
Then they
Riley
give you these little
D16A,
bleachers.
nicknamed the Riley 55. What is that exactly? I'll tell you what it is. It is a Navion, believe it or not. Not just any Navion, though. This is a twin Navion. That's right, a twin Navion, 2 engines, the whole shebang.
All
The
right.
aircraft is coming around the backside right now at 140 knots or so. When you see it, you're going to see one of the General Aviation's most misunderstood light aircraft. 3 distinct versions were marketed in relatively small.
Can I get a bottle of water?
In fact, I believe I have the
Thank you, sir.
owner of this aircraft with us who actually found this aircraft in a hangar, stored, and kind of mothballed. And I think it's been sight unseen.
Definitely one of the benefits, and definitely worth it. So if you guys are coming, if you missed out this year on this preferred air show seating, see the bathrooms right there. Inside, don't have to leave. Air-conditioned bathrooms. Now let's take a look around and see what's going on, and I'll show you where preferred seating used to be. Now, like I said, it's all the way down here, basically at the beginning of the runway. So it's not Show Center, but they didn't have these before, right? So they basically moved it from. You see that building down there? Let's get out of wide angle. All right, you see that 2-story building down there, right? That's 927 Club is down this way. It used to actually be right there, which, I don't know. It's not really that big of a difference, but the quality of the show the video, the pictures from the location down here at Show Center was definitely a better angle than what we get now. Every year they set this whole thing up. Sears, they have aircraft here. You want to try one on like a shoe? They'll gladly let you, whether you're a pilot or not. That's what they're here for. Now here it is. If you've never seen one of these up close, all right, let's go back wide angle. This is a pretty cool plane. If you don't know what it is the G3 Vision jet from Cirrus. What an incredibly cool aircraft. And you guys know these from my channel. You know these. We saw this car last year. Now, if you follow my channel, you've seen the jet cars, right, at Bradenton, at all over, really, but definitely at Bradenton. We've seen them at Bradenton so many times. House of Color and Florida Tug. The jet dragsters. Now they're not here. That one is, but the rest of them aren't here. They're probably out scheduled somewhere on the road. But you know this car. If you follow my channel at all, you know who these people are. Let's look at some more aircraft that's on grounds. We're gonna go out to the Warbird ramp. Take a look at the Super Guppy. You guys know what the Super Guppy is? Oh, if I had to guess, I'd say we've probably walked 1,000 miles already. Maybe 1,003. I just round it down. And we just got here. Some of these planes are so cool, man. If you love aviation, you definitely want to be here. Flightline tours. If you want to go see the whole thing without walking, you get on one of these and they just drive you around. And then you don't got to use your legs like a sucker. Is this a T-38? Do we have a T-38 right here?
With Matt McMillan, he's the owner of the aircraft, one left in front of the showcase front line. This is the twin Navion. We're calling it.
I know you can see the Super Guppy, right? We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. There's the F-14 Tomcat. That's a static ground display. It doesn't have engines, but they pull it out every year. I mean, If you ever watched Top Gun, you grew up with that movie. That F-14 Tomcat is iconic. It's two-seater, twin engine, T-38. The T is for trainer. They use these aircraft to train. If you have Flight Radar 24, you can see them all the time. They have their transponders on when they're training, and it's insane how many of them are cramped into one airspace training. It's pretty neat. We got a lot of F-5Ns in South Florida that train down there. And I live so close to CENTCOM that we see all kinds of military aircraft, F-35s, A-10s, KC-135s, C-17s, C-130s. We see everything fly over the house, which I should just sit out there and film one day. There's so much. Here's another food vendor row. This will be completely full. Probably lunchtime today, but on Saturday, oh my God. And the Super Guppy, ladies and gentlemen, NASA's Super Guppy transport aircraft. I know it looks like an alien, but it is not. The shape of that thing.
Very, very few pilots in the world that have any time on those airplanes. And I give a lot of credit to him for the talks that he's had with Troy Welch, the owner of the others.
Sitting right beside it, though.
Very, very good. And it's the twin Navion, ladies and gentlemen. The Riley 55, and none of this would have been possible if Mac hadn't taken the initiative to pull her out of the hangar and spend probably months and months and months putting, I'm sure, the landing gear, the hydraulics, and just getting everything else up to speed after 16 to 15 to 20 years. I guess you said 16 in the hangar. So do we really know how long this aircraft sat?
We do know that it was 16 years out of annual.
How
So
about the
probably
A-10, huh?
was 17 to 18
Thunderbolt
years.
2.
I know by the date of the death of the previous
Tank
owner,
cluster.
it's probably closer to the 18-year mark.
If you're following the
It
war right
was
now, you know these
about
things
3 years
eating
of
right
work
now.
to get the airplane where we could fly it home, and then another year after that.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Stage front center,
it's
the
so loud.
Riley 55, the twin Navion, one of only two flying in the world, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure Mac wants to give credit where credit's due. The American Navion Society, they provided invaluable historical references and community expertise. The Pima Air and Space Museum assisted in locating archive materials that made it possible to reconstruct a working pilot's operating handbook, and of course a couple of other folks involved with the Navion, twin Navion. Troy Welch, he contributed his expertise, and I'm sure that you probably didn't have a whole lot to work with. So to those folks, we say kudos and thank you, and thank you, Mac, for being here at Sun and Fun, Red, White, and Blue 52 with your wonderful airplane, and we hope to see you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for the Flyby Showcase for the old vintage aircraft, and now we're going to bring in a couple of probably the world's, I can honestly say, the world's most advanced. I don't even know what to say about it. It's just unbelievable. This is an aircraft I've been flying since I was a teenager. I've had Lancers, I've had a Swift plane, actually 2 of them. I've had an RV-4, I've had some junk. And when I first started working with Cirrus Aircraft about 3 years ago, I got about 3 weeks into my training.
Get away from this. They're going to have a concert
I'm
here
60 years old, and this just didn't work.
on the Warbird ramp tonight. After they'll have a DJ tonight.
So I rode the back seat for about 2 days, and I don't know what happened. It clicked when I watched other people make mistakes.
That'd be pretty cool because
when
the air show ends, man, like there's no lights
or
out
other
there,
people do things with
It
that
ends up so
autopilot,
dark.
like starting an
People are
approach
walking
halfway
with their
through and
phones and
you
trying not to
you
trip over
reactivate the
everything.
approach and it takes off back to the
Now
initial
this should
approach
put off
fix,
some
and you're
lights.
sitting there saying, oh my God, where's it going? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the air boss for the Flyby Showcase. I'm going to turn the mic over to Cirrus, and you can see right now the SR-22 is taking off on the runway, and the Vision Jet will be right behind them. You're going to see some stuff today done with both of these aircraft in the Flyby Showcase together at the same time that they've never done in my 26 years. So, here's Louis Martin, ladies and gentlemen, of Cirrus Aircraft Corporation.
Thank you for the warm and
Oh
great
man,
kind words.
what bookmarks for a freaking concert, man. 2 A-10s on either side of the stage.
And our 3,000 US
That's
based
ridiculous.
aircraft employees. Welcome again to Sun and Fun 2026. Wednesday, day 2.
Day
And I
2.
can't believe it's even nicer today than it was yesterday. Well, we just had our SR-22 Turbo in
Naval
a
Research
Zanzibar
Laboratory.
flown by Tyson McMahon Mickey just take off, followed by the SF-50 Vision Jet Gen 3.
I know you guys don't know how far we walked, but
right here in Orlando.
holy crap, we walked a long way.
Both factory instructors. So we're going to let them make some turns, and then we're going to talk
All
about
right,
these
now
wonderful aircrafts.
here's the NOAA plane, one of them, which is actually based out of here, so it's not really uncommon to see this plane in the sky around here. They do run a transponder, so you can see them on flight radar. Very, very technologically advanced instruments on board for monitoring weather. Now we get to preferred photo seating, and I know it feels like we've walked the whole runway, and we basically have not. Tamarron's here. They rent lenses, I believe. At least last year they were. If you don't want to carry a bunch of gear with you, they have a bunch on site. For all
Today
my
we're
media friends, you
showcasing
know what
the Cirrus
Tamarron is.
The brand new Gen
But
3 SF-50
on
Vision
property,
Jet,
they keep a lot of
along with our
equipment.
incredible Gen 7 Plus
Tamarron.
SR-22 Turbo, both manufactured right here in the
Tamarron,
United States of America.
definitely.
Let me repeat that. Every aircraft Cirrus makes is made right here in Duluth, Minnesota, right in the heart of the United States. As
But
McMahon
if you-
turned face to final, let me tell you a little
This
bit
is
about Cirrus.
preferred photo
Cirrus aircraft
seating.
certified the first.
So they give you the
aircraft back in
bleachers that you used to
1998,
get
with the first
at
SR-20 being delivered in 1999.
they used to get
And now,
at
27
preferred
years
photo
later,
seating,
look how we have
and they
grown.
don't put a lot of
This year,
chairs. They
Cirrus
give you a lot of
aircraft will
room
be
to set
delivering
up.
serial number
The same concept, you get the free
12,000 in
water
our SR
here,
series aircraft, which have been the best-selling single-engine piston aircraft
but it's
in
$5
its
more.
classic
And
category for
like I said,
24
once this
years
fills up,
straight.
there's not a lot of real estate for equipment. Like, you got to be one of the first people in there and like stake it off. Like, and you can't stake it off, but I mean like set up your footprint, or you're gonna just you're just gonna be crammed in with nothing but foreheads in your shot, like everywhere you go. Now that's the Performer aircraft way out there, and as much as I don't want to, I'm gonna walk out there. And for those of you that don't know, I do this every year, Wednesday and Saturday. F-22 Raptor demo team with a on the Raptor demo team. How we doing? Well, you can really smell the kerosene now, huh? Got to get across here before we get run over. Now, if I walk all the way over to the campground where people camp in their planes, that's really cool. They just, fly in, set up their tent by their plane. But this, you see this free Prime Air Show viewing? You don't get bathrooms, you don't get vendors down there, you don't get, I mean, I guess there's a food truck down there. But the preferred seatings are definitely preferred. Let's see how close we can get to this Raptor down here. Most of you probably don't even know, but I've been in love with aviation since I was a child. I probably watched that movie Top Gun like 1,000 times on VHS. So, always been a big fan of aircraft, but especially jets. And I don't know if any of you play video games or the Ace Combat series, but that F-22 has been a part of my video game life for such a long time. And never got to see one in person. Never even got to see one in the sky yet. But that'll change today because they are performing. So for the first time, we will get to see the F-22 Raptor thrust vectoring. I hope they do the falling leaf. That'd be awesome to see in person. But if you know anything about their show, it is not the same show every time. Like most of the other demos you'll see, they're exactly the same show every time you see it. So, and we'll have all our other gear out later. So we'll be able to get better video of all this. Right now we're just filming on the iPhone.
That was really cool, wasn't it?
There's the Thunderbird. Last 3 years, I think it was in a row, they've had the F-35 here. They've had the F-35A, they've had the F-35B, they've had the F-35C. But this is the first year that I'm going to get to see the F-22. And you guys are going to get to see it too. Did not make it for that air show. I think that's like one of the only air shows I missed. Because we do, like I said, I do this every year. My two sons will be with me on Saturday. We've basically made a tradition out of it, and we come here every year. And we come on Saturday, for the night air show, because Wednesdays and Saturdays they have a night air show with fireworks and drones and lasers, and actually really cool. Probably the largest fireworks show I've ever seen. And not only do they have fireworks, but they have planes flying around in the fireworks. Launching fireworks off of the planes, which is also really cool. That's Nate Hammond, with Ghost Rider Air Shows. And I mean, if you live somewhere that has an air show, you've probably seen Ghost Rider Air Shows if you've seen them do fireworks. This is such a cool place, man. Especially if you love aviation. But even if you don't, you like loud noises, fast things, this is a cool place. You like seeing helicopters fly upside down? This is a cool place because that little guy right there does some cool stuff. I go super wide angle and let you guys see what's all around here. I know you've just been watching shaky gimbal video of me walking around here for what, like 30 minutes now? Didn't even walk to the end yet. That's camping all the way down there. All those planes you see way down. You probably can't see it on wide angle. That's where the airplane camping is. And then there are so many volunteers here for this. I mean, there are a lot of volunteers. I mean, maybe if my other mic charges or I charge this mic, we might do some interviews and talk to some people, but the problem with using an iPhone is whichever side the camera's on, the mic is on, so it makes it really hard to have, like I would have to yell and they would have to talk normal for it to be, and I don't want to go in and editing and adjust the audio for every conversation, so again,
Even in
that's,
flight as he's doing.
let's
If you're not familiar with this design, please come
go.
over and stop and see us over at our booth.
Alright, that
927 Club.
is
You can also buy
preferred
some
photo
wonderful
seating.
Sears merchandise
Back to wide
in the
angle.
rear right corner of Hangar D.
Some ATC students. Guys, I'm going to set you down under this NOAA plane for just a second. Let me just let you look at that for a minute because I got to drink some of this water.
That worked. Well, you had to have.
Alright, I'll pick you back up again.
By the way, in case you didn't know it, Sears Aircraft does have a vision center right here in Kissimmee that offers factory direct flight training and aircraft management with pilot services. You can visit us at SearsAircraft.com and learn more about this.
The F-35, good grief, it's been here every year, lady. You know, like I said, there a lot of teams do the same exact air show, right? It's a routine that they train and they practice, right? And usually they only adjust altitude and speed for air density and elevation, but it's usually the same exact show. The Thunderbird's case in point, if you've seen it a couple times, you've memorized it. Not that it's not incredible, and it's not fun to see, and it's not amazing, right? Don't get me wrong, because every time they come through the sky, it's amazing, but
Much less complex.
not being able to see something new, you know what I mean? But I say new, but like not new, because they did the variants, the Alpha Bravo Charlie of the F-35, but it's still the same demo. The same minimum radius, the same high-speed pass, and the F-35C, now, to be fair, the F-35C is not like the F-35A or B. The B, I mean, they're all different variants, right? But the A and B share a lot of the same parts, right? Ailerons, you know, they share a lot of the same parts. But when it comes to the F-35C, it has bigger wings, bigger stabilizers, bigger landing gear. Like, there's not a lot from that plane that you could put on one of the other two variants. And if you know the A and the B, right? The B has a vertical landing, but they don't take off vertically. They have short takeoff, vertical landing, something like that.
3,000 other friends.
But they had that here, and since the Harrier jet, I haven't seen another plane hover in front of the crowd. So that was pretty awesome. What do you think? So we've kind of didn't go full circle, but we've walked pretty much around.